We are live.
We are live.
We are live.
Did I say welcome to the main event?
Run that thing back, bro. You mad?
Oh, man.
Behave before you talk about what I'm talking about, yeah?
Disclaimer.
Run that thing back. Nah, man, stay there in your corner, man. Run that thing back, fam. I don't want to hear nothing from you.
We are live, as I'm saying, Mr. Blitztech.
Revenue GS.
Jay, one further to Cyber Nerds.
And welcome to the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania discussion. I don't know why I call it Ant-Man and the Wasp. It just could have been called Quantumania. Because we're going to get to that.
It shouldn't even been called Quantumania, bro.
It shouldn't be called, definitely not Wasp in that title, bro.
See, the thing is, oh man, we got to get through the housekeeping, Sam. We got some.
Yeah.
Bro.
Right, as you can see, we're ready to go. So, like the video, subscribe to the channel, everything else in live, spoilers in 3, 2, 1.
I don't know. Does anyone die?
Kang?
Oh, Kang. No. Kang's not dead.
Dead, you know?
Kang's 100% not dead.
I don't think he's dead.
No, he's not dead at all.
That means no one died.
Modoc died.
Modoc
died.
I forgot about him.
The
Modoc
Avenger.
died.
The Avenger.
Yeah, the Avenger. All right, listen, when we're talking about naming the movie, I think before the movie, I was like, it should have been called Quantumania. After the movie, I'm like, it should have just been called Kang the Conqueror. And I think this is where the major issue with the thing is. Firstly, obviously, Jonathan Major's Kang, stupid hard. Rest of the movie for me, yes.
I was going to say the first problem because it's Marvel. Because they want to name it after a villain.
The thing is,
that's why I can't put it Kang the Conqueror.
I hear that. I hear that. But do you know what, yeah? In 2023, it would have been good for Marvel to take an opportunity out. It's almost a one-shot movie, but it's not a one-shot movie. So you call this one Kang the Conqueror, you got Secret Wars coming that he's going to be in, and then you've got the Kang Dynasty. So there's your trilogy. Boom. Finished. Instead, we got to finish off Ant-Man trilogy, what is not needed at all, that no one asked for. Never. Bruv. There's no.
Let me add to it. Let me add to it. You see, Phase 4 should have started with this banished Kang. Yeah? Because...
Phase 5.
I'll say Phase 4.
Oh, you're saying Phase 4?
Yeah. Start with this.
Right? Wait. What phase are we in right now?
5.
So how can Phase 4 start with this?
Because then at least we're here.
They didn't. I hear what you're saying, but I don't think that retrospectively...
No, exactly. Phase 4 was an experiment.
That's what I'm saying. Retrospectively, they didn't plan like that.
Yeah.
You get me? So that's too much for them. Bro, I'm just trying to help today's issue. Cool. We got 2 years ago. I'm not...
All right, let's try to stick with today's mission, yeah?
Okay.
All right, cool. So look, we've had all these Marvel series, yeah? So we had Loki, who ties into this. We've had other ones who also ties into this, Secret Wars and everything, yeah? I'm thinking, why didn't you man just start with this one who got banished, then connects with all the other characters you've been giving us? Do you know what I'm saying? And we go from there. Because to me, like you said, man don't care about Quantum Realm, don't care about Ant-Man. Wasp is not even in this movie. I don't know why they called Ant-Man and Wasp. Why do we not start with this guy who's been banished by his own versions? That would have been so much spicier. Do you know what I'm saying? And also, because I've been reading Kang, only myself left to conquer. We bump into people like the Concha from Moon Knight. At the end of this movie, we see the Pharaoh as well.
Yeah.
Bruv, what are we doing? We're spending time with Ant-Man and these people. It's just so, bruv, it's just so dead, bruv.
It's actually mad.
It's just so dead. And imagine, you start with this thing, with actual villain. You start the phase with actual villain, bro. How bad does he have to be?
I want to tie it back. I want to tie it back into why it should be called Kang the Conqueror and why Marvel should let a movie be named by a villain, because they proved with Infinity War that you can have a villain movie, and Infinity War is Thanos' movie. So at this point in Phase 5, you man should then be like, okay, we gave you a movie about a villain that we named it Avengers, and it wasn't him title. But this time, to prove Kang the Conqueror is a bigger threat than Thanos, you name a movie after him to start, bruv. It's easy maths. Easy maths. And you've got Jonathan Majors. You got him.
Bruv.
You got him.
It's so,
it's wild.
Bruv.
I'm just going to play devil's advocate.
Come on, bring us back, Sam. Bring us back.
But it's Marvel, isn't it? Like,
no.
Hear me out, yeah. we're phase 5.
Yeah.
We're still doing the same things. Yeah. We've got Ant-Man, third movie.
Yeah.
Still dead. You know what I'm saying? Phase 4, experiment, but phase 5, proving nothing less. So why would they change now?
The best
We're making the money.
The best things
You guys
about
are coming. I ain't changing nothing.
the best things about the Ant-Man series ain't even in this. The best.
Yeah,
Hey bro,
Yeah,
Bro, Louise, bro. I was like, yo, where's Louise?
You know what the director said? The director said, it's about family. Shut up!
The wrong family. He used to go watch Fast and Furious, bruv. You don't get rid of the family, bruv.
Where's T.I.,
And
bro?
then even in this family, yeah, why they shitting on my man?
Oh,
Hank, in your life?
bro.
What have you done? This guy's done a book.
This whole thing,
This guy's
they rinse him, they rinse Hank Pym, bro. They're rinsing them, man. The whole movie.
I'm like,
The whole movie.
what?
The whole movie, they're rinsing them, man. For no reason.
Because
you know?
I ain't done no heroism or activism, I'm wasting my life.
Bro, like the way they sat him on that table, bruv. They literally been conspiring behind man's back,
man's
bruv.
back?
They've been doing things. They've been going to the quantum realm, like sending signals. All 4 of them.
I'm like,
Bruv,
I'd like to be in my man's shoes.
Bruv.
I'd like to be Scott
I
Lang.
was like, where did...
Chilling.
at what
Everyone
point-
knows your name. You just walking down the street. Hey, Spider-Man. I mean, Ant-Man.
Like, bro.
Like,
even my man's wife
yeah.
that was down there for 30 years getting her back blown out.
wow.
And then she comes back, she don't say a word about Kang on
No,
bro. You
nothing.
could have done
Words.
you man could have done better than that.
He's
You
the
could-
worst.
these man could have done better.
Oh,
They
bro.
could have done better.
Worse.
They could have done better.
There was no stakes to this movie. It's flat. Bro, it's like great actor and villain in the wrong movie. It does not belong in this movie. Like, bruv, yeah.
I was hurt, man.
You know what's got me thinking? Because I was like, obviously, Kang's supposed to be bigger than Thanos, like you said, yeah.
Mhm.
I thought, raw. I remember them days, yeah. Thanos would come through, kill man, finish man. Just like I remember the first time we saw Thanos.
fist to fist with Ant-Man with Paul Rudd. Are you dumb, bro? Bro, nah, man.
Bro.
I'm actually upset, bro. I was watching that. I'm watching that scene like this. Like, what kind of horror movie am I in?
I actually like that scene.
Bro, why?
Because it makes me look forward to Creed 3. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The way
Oh,
you throw
okay.
body punch, bro, I was like, it felt like the Kazuya trade we just watched, bro. I was like,
Bro, the thing,
oh, God damn.
it is legitly that hard every time you show him, but then every time I see who he's punching, I'm like, bruv, no.
Yeah,
Because
you
he'd
don't
be
feel
dead, bruv. He'd kill him, bruv. With one hit.
He was going to.
Nah, bruv.
I mean,
nah.
like, he didn't lose.
It wouldn't last that long.
Bro.
I mean,
It shouldn't, like, bruv, we shouldn't, them man a different way. Them man ain't.
yeah.
And then even man's lying there, someone's in the comments like, well, Ant-Man did say he doesn't have to win, he just has to, bruv.
Dead.
No, he had help at that point. That's
Dude.
why he didn't win.
Dead.
That's what's so dumb about that.
Dude.
But
But he got defeated by the ants, bruv.
that's what pissed me off.
He
The
got
whole
defeated
team.
by the ants.
That's what, like, you introduce him and he goes, I forgot which one of you guys are after Avengers. Are you the one with the hammer? I'm like, so this man beat 4, yeah?
bruv.
This man beat 4.
Bruv.
But when ants come through,
This is why I can't be having a hand-to-hand fight with this
Bruv.
you Paul Rudd.
You know he's got telekinesis, bruv. Like at this point, he doesn't even use it on the last
Okay.
fight.
question.
Go on.
Does he have telekinesis
Hmm?
or does his suit have telekinesis?
His suit.
Exactly.
It's all tech.
So that's what pisses me off.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't care if there's ants, wasps, bro. I don't give a 4. Like, you can't, bro.
They try to frame it
That
like...
makes no sense.
They tried to frame it like throughout the movie, he was getting angrier and angrier, and that's why right at the end he's like, and just erasing everyone. And I'm like, bro, why don't we start with this and get home and get to where we're trying to get to?
Yeah.
Like, bruv, it was really upsetting to see Jonathan Major stuck in it, like in this, because it's like, bro, this should have just been him.
Yeah.
Like, the scenes where they're having this shit crash, man's crawling out, and I'm like, yo, man, like, what's this you been through that? Let's dive. Like, let the focus of it be that. We've seen Ant-Man, we've seen Cassie, we've seen Wasp. They're trash characters, man. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's not even that they're trash characters, it's just like, they shouldn't get the level of attention and focus that they should, especially when going up against a character like Kang. Bruv, we've got, listen, you man have got 3-4 movies. This guy's supposed to be affecting your whole universe. And we're talking about not enough screen time, and then 2 post-credit scenes. One of them that most of the people left and didn't even stay to watch anymore.
Yeah.
Like, so not invested that they're like, bruv, I'm not even staying for after the credits. Bruv, it's upsetting, man.
You know, speaking of screen time, yeah, how many times did they explain to us things instead of showing us? How many? Like, we got that from Thanos. they showed us so many like flashbacks and things about Thanos, like when Thanos was in his planet, like trying to divide
the decisions he's making.
Do you know what I'm saying? The thing with Gamora with the knife. These men explaining everything, bro. Everything. Like it's just so like I actually got kind of mad here because I was thinking, raw. I wish I'd never read that because I don't know much about Kang, right? Apart from Fantastic Four, I do not know much about Kang. So reading this comic book, I'm like, this is so legit because he goes back in time and teaches himself like about
past, present,
past. So like his failures against Fantastic Four, like the Egyptians, everything, brother. Imagine you go back in time and you're doing your.
Bro,
what?
As you should.
Savage.
As you should.
Savage, bro. And they actually do have these guys, as you can see in the post-credit. These men are there. Bro, how bad do you have to be for yourself to kick you out of hell? Like, you're the devil when you kick this person out of hell. How bad do you have to be?
Who's also you.
Yeah. How bad do you have to be? And it was just like,
they watched
you can't link Ant-Man to this. You can't. Not this way.
Yeah,
if they did it the other way, where it was the movie's called Kang the Conqueror, and in the third act or halfway through the second act, Ant-Man shows up in the quantum realm, and then you're like, whoa, Paul runs in the ship too. Then you're like, and it has to go drastically different, and you're playing it from Kang's perspective of there's a way to get out,
right?
Instead of we need to go in, or we've been sucked in and we need to get out. Do you get what I'm saying? Then you've got almost like a how do I get home mission. You don't even have to frame Krang as so deeply the devil, bruv. You can have it be like, yo, people talk about him weird, but you don't realise he's the conqueror till the end, bruv.
And you're the one that has to pick sides. You pick sides. What Kang do you want to side with?
That's the weird thing though, because I don't feel like he's the bad guy, especially that he's the one that got exiled.
Right.
But it's like,
why did he get exiled?
Exactly.
Because he destroyed worlds.
He's the one that's trying to stop them, man.
Yes, he's the one. He's the one.
Knows how bad he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's pretty much the good guy.
Yeah.
Yes. Him there.
But he's the bad guy in his movie.
He is the bad guy.
Yeah. But
he is the good guy. Yeah. We're just talking about extremist levels at this point. Do you know what I'm saying?
He saw one thing. Like, look who the person that saw him. Yeah. Are we gonna believe her?
Yeah.
Exactly. Think about it. She saw one thing, my man's been destroying trillions of people. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm just gonna be doing whatever. She slept with someone else because she's had needs. And then she knows Kang's down there. But she keeps saying, I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
I'll tell you later. Don't say anything, I'll tell you later.
Yeah. Like she was so dismissive all the time.
Whenever
someone questioned her.
Yeah.
Oh no, let's go get these man first. Like bro, you do know you gotta get from A to B. Like there's time to kill. Like,
don't want to talk.
Yeah, it's so many things about this movie. Like, and the thing is, it's so bad on Ant-Man because obviously you look like man don't care about Ant-Man or that. And listen, Ant-Man could have been used as an important cog into this fight because he's going into the quantum, and this is where you bring in Hank Pym, like his expertise, like you bring in the whole family because again you've got the ants and the ants are family, so you build upon that. So now let's say for example a couple of movies from now we're going against the Fantastic Four, like yo you man, this is your department, you handle that, and then at the end of the day this is how we're gonna beef and defeat these men because there's bears of them. Bruv, he's a conqueror of time, bro. Like
it's tough, man.
What pisses me off the most is almost like they sold us another movie in the trailers. I'm pretty sure this man heard us say he's gonna get out, and they were like, reshoots.
I really thought he was going to win. I really thought he was going to win, bro.
He should have got out.
He should. Thank you.
He should. I don't know why they didn't like. And
then at the end they got Paul Rudd like, wait. He said something was still going to happen.
Bro, that's what I'm pretty sure there was
but don't worry about it. We'll deal with that another day.
That was terrible, man. That was terrible.
Like,
for someone like Paul, listen. Let me not talk about. For someone like Ant-Man, who has fought with the Avengers, been stuck in time for 5 years, been the person who came back from time, knows how important it is not to mess with these things. Also, was turned into a bit. All of the things that he talks about, he went through in his book.
Okay.
To then be so callous with this situation. Madness.
What do you mean he's callous?
He's callous because at the end, he's questioning if he did the right thing.
Yeah.
How can you question if you've done the right thing after this guy just said something's coming, boom, boom, boom? Instead of being here and being...
He's been spun, bro.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
That's what I'm saying.
100%. We didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
We didn't have to do that to Scott Lang.
Oh.
We didn't have to do that to Scott Lang and Hank Pym is what I'm trying to say. We didn't have to do that to them, man. Bro, because it's like, you're shitting on the character for no reason, man. We could have had all the same conclusions without all of that stuff going on. And it's just, it makes me then be like, why? Yeah. Why are you, man? Like, what is the point? Yeah. I didn't even understand. Yeah. Weird flexes.
It takes away from these characters. And it's so mad because, like, I was doing a comic book reading, and we ended up talking about who's the smartest Marvel characters, And like, I was like, I put Hank Pym up there.
It's gotta be. Yeah. Hank Pym's definitely up there.
Like, we're legitimately beefing, like Fight Club kind of beef.
From time Hank Pym's beefing with Tony's dad.
Come on.
It's over. Tony's dad gave Tony the thing to make sustainable energy.
Right.
50 years later, bruv.
Right.
And him and Hank Pym are having a beef, bruv. The levels are finished. Bruv.
And this is where you can go so much different from the Avengers, because now you've got super smart people, and obviously Fantastic Four's coming through. Richards, well, we're talking about like brainiacs in this thing, making a smart movie with all these components.
And you got Jonathan Majors, who is Kang, who, if we're talking about intelligence levels, reaches way past this. So him even coming through and on a little kidnap mission, like, yeah, I'm gonna steal her and you go do this. Bruv, that's dead, man. That's dead, bruv. And then you're going to say that this guy has then manufactured everything through the history of time after this is his first introduction. You, man, are breaking my heart, man. Yeah. You're upsetting me with this. And then you're going to be upset when it doesn't review well. Jesus Christ. Then we're the villains and can't go to the prems. Man.
But you know, after I watched it, I was like, yeah, it makes sense, man.
No, 100%. 100%. I would have been throwing popcorn.
You know what, yeah? I respect you, man, for
it was a good decision. It was a strategical play.
Yeah.
It was a strategical play.
Jeez. But yeah, man, it just leaves, man, with so much more to desire and no real stakes. That's another thing as well. Zero.
I like that and I didn't like that. Because I want more self-contained Marvel movies. I got to the point where I think after Wakanda Forever, that feels self-contained. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I actually miss these days.
Right.
I miss the point where a movie came out, it did its thing, and then later on there's repercussions.
Right.
And that's where it felt like almost like here, but this is his third movie. It's a weird place.
And the thing is, you also have to take into consideration what we've been getting previously. Mm-hmm. Everything that we've been getting, like, bro, so we've got Moon Knight, which had some really spicy stuff and some good gems in there, but it just stayed there. Loki, who's supposed to be heavily influenced by this thing, but by the time we finish watching Loki, I have 5 episodes, 6 episodes,
two,
3, depending where you're siding with, that's where you're at with that. So all these things are tying up here, bro. Every single episode, we should be like, yo, we're getting closer to Kang. We're getting close. Yo, time is getting by. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, time should really be a factor into this thing.
Ant-Man should have got squashed in this. It's his third movie, and what I think that they should have done, and what they half did was, where Scott Lang, not Hank, what's the older Hank man? Hank Pym. Okay, Scott Lang should have got killed, and Hank Pym should have then assumed the role back as Ant-Man. And they half did it in the movie because he comes through at the end with the Ant-Man, with the ants and the tech. And bruv, every time he's around, all he does is show up Scott Lang. And Scott Lang is the second Ant-Man from the comic books anyway. He's in the perfect position to kill, bruv. And Ant-Man has been so instrumental in everything that's happened in previous phases that it's almost like we're killing the character, but we're replacing the character twice with Hank Pym, the original Ant-Man, and his daughter Cassie Lang.
Because she came
so, bruv,
Cassie.
Listen, I'm not on the Cassie train either. I'm not on the Cassie train, but you can't have all of them. You can't have all of them.
So finish Hank.
Nah, this is the thing. For me, Hank's better than Scott.
Yeah,
and look,
he is.
And the way they treat Hank, I'm like, bruv, nah, man. I would have got Scott out of this because Scott's done bare ops and missions, and him to go out to Kang, that's fine, bruv. That's a legit arc, bro. You bang on 5 Ant-Man movies, and he's getting squashed at the end by the newest, biggest, baddest threat. Stakes instant stakes, bro.
I would script that and say, get Hank out of there. That would give Scott more of an incentive.
Hank don't mean enough.
Huh?
Hank don't mean enough to us to get rid of.
I know, but it's like, bro, Michael Douglas. How many years has he got left?
I hear what you're saying, but how big do you think Ant-Man's role is really moving forward? It can't be that big. That's why you push it to that's why you push it to a Michael Douglas, bro. And then, bro, he's not going to do that much.
Exactly, like in the movies, like he's not going to do that much. But I feel like you kill Hank, get Scott more of a revengeful tip towards Kang, and that would be more of an incentive. Like, oh, we now have more of a story for Scott to continue to.
Scott's beef with Kang's not going to go nowhere though. This is what I'm saying. Like like Scott being angry at Kang for killing him will motivate him to be a better Ant-Man, but he's never going to be able to close that chapter. Now you've got an Ant-Man who's unfulfilled today, so his vengeance turns into nothing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Unless he wants to stop Kang. Or Kang?
He can't. That's what I'm saying. Bruv,
the
levels are too drastic for him to have that kind of hate for man.
And that's why I'm kind of pissed about Cassie and is it Cassie? Cassie, right?
Yeah. His daughter.
All of a sudden, like, man's been doing, Scott's been doing whatever he has, and she's been in and out of jail or whatever. And suddenly, like, they just come out in the movie, she's built this thing that can interact with the quantum realm.
Oh,
like,
yeah. She's
what?
Yeah, she's an activist in the street going to jail, but she's also a part-time scientist, physicist, and all this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why isn't it Hank training Scott rather than it's been Hank that jumped it to Cassie? I'm like, it's the whole.
And this is why you gotta get Scott out of there.
And this is where I would.
It plays into their agenda better. It plays into their agenda better to just get Scott gone.
I would have agreed with your theory if they handled the Hank pin better and passed on the mantle.
But they never
to someone
did that.
else, because there's no one, not even his daughter. His daughter is sick, but even right now, look what they're doing with his daughter. Almost nothing.
She gets iced.
All she's doing is running the company. You need someone as smart as Hank Pym. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if we're to get rid of Hank, you need someone as smart as him to deal with the ants. This thing is called Ant-Man. He's the only one who controls.
He's the Ant-Man, bro. He is the Ant-Man.
That's what I'm saying. But they've given it to Cassie, and I'm like,
yeah, that's why you gotta kill Scott.
But they never handled that properly with Cassie.
Exactly. This is where it's all the whole. What's that girl from? It's all the Riri thing again, bro. I was 3 years old and my dad gave me tools and I could do whatever I want. I'm like, why are you just giving these people just like mad tools 100%. That we don't? Again, it's the whole. We don't see it, bro. In the summer camp, I just built the quantum realm, bro. I was 3 and I built an Iron Man.
She had time to be an activist, be in prison, and build this thing.
Bro, where Tony's over there searching for decades for one, and you man are showing us that, bro.
This is what I'm saying.
Disrespectful,
so,
bro.
So the Hank thing, where man's had generations from Tony's dad till now, and Cassie just comes in, boom. I put the quantum realm in here in a week, bro. I'm like, this is dumb. Dead writing, bro. That's what I'm saying. At least Scott and Hope have been around. So at least if man dies, then she's like bouncing off him. There's ideas. Maybe Scott will do something that
Scott is a thief. Scott is a thief. Think about it. That's his background.
I'd rather that, but it's like, bro, the team wasn't there. There's no jokes. There's no. I went back. What's that guy's name? Louise, man. That's what killed me the most, bro.
You know what? Yeah, just before this, I started watching the Ant-Man again, bro. And it's the best thing. The way he tells stories. That's the sickest thing about Ant-Man.
Come on, and then they brought MODOK.
Yeah, MODOK is bloody thing. I was like, when they revealed this, I said, no, you man didn't. This is so. Do you remember MODOK from when I was a kid, bro? That guy was a menace. My
issue is that they made Yellow Jacket MODOK. Now, in terms of changing his origin, I wasn't mad at it.
Same.
And the reason I'm not mad at it because one, like, to bring an Ant-Man character back that we've seen and transform him into a new character that we've not seen, you can do whatever you want. Fire. That is. Because I'm here like, yo, I'm actually a MODOK fan now. Boom. But then, you man are like, well, let's make him a clown. Let's make him get beat. Let's make him like, bro, let's butt jokes, little leg joke, like nonsense, bro. Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, you're a dick. How do I not be a dick anymore? Don't be a dick. I was like the worst dialogue I've heard in the last 5 years. Like the history of Marvel, them, bro. Like,
it's so
what was that?
And then at the end, he said, "Oh, I'm an Avenger." Where did that come from, bro?
And then he dies, and then you kill him off, and it's like, even if you think there's not stuff you can do with the character, you didn't have to kill him there when we just got him. You need to, and then you've done the same thing with Red Skull. You should have learned from your lesson because people were begging for Red Skull again, and you had to bring him back hundreds of years later with directors that understand the situation. You can't just do that. You can't be flippant with the characters like that, bro. And That's Cassie's first W. Jesus Christ. Cassie got Modoc.
Yo, her resume's looking mad right
Cassie
now.
got
fam.
Modoc.
I'm telling you, bro, they just XPing these people, bro. Like,
Cassie got Modoc. Day
Resume
one.
looking like LeBron James at
Day one.
high school.
She
fam.
just learned how to punch her brother. Jump and then pop.
Yeah.
Jump and then pop. And she got Modoc.
Bro,
Because she hasn't had an average life since she was 6 years old.
It's crazy, bro.
Bro, you, man, I'm sleep on this, bro.
Oh, my days.
Bro, this is
So
tough, man.
It's so tough, man. It was a tough one.
Dialogue was mad, bro.
Dialogue was mad. Do you know what I do? The thingy, the CG, I know the CG was bad throughout, but the probability, I think the probability thing,
Wasted!
oh, Sam, yes. But still,
you had to bring that out, man!
I had to because, bruv, I'm watching it and I'm like, yo, this is fire. But then I'm like, no, it is fire in terms of the CG and what they could have done with it. But to have that and do what you did with it, in this, I'm just like, why? Like, why were these decisions made, bro?
That could have been half the movie.
Bruv, there is possibilities. Well, we're dealing with someone who's got an infinite amount of himself, and then we're trying to stop infinite things. Ugh.
I couldn't believe that was such a waste. What was that? 10 minutes? This could have
been like, you see how when we first watched Doctor Strange, we was like, yo, man, this thing's like Inception. This thing could have been a whole different,
new game changer,
different thing. Like, you, man, like, you should have, like, it's not even taking a chance because you're Marvel. Because let's say you go too over the top. What? Exactly. Instead of playing it safe, like, go further, man.
And this is where when I was mentioning about taking this further and being so different from the Avengers phase, because you make it super smart. You've got like brainiacs in this thing, bruv.
We're dealing with a quantum realm, multiverses, bruv. You're so deep in the morphology and the physics and all of this stuff that then playing it safe in terms of storytelling and narrative. It's weird.
Think about the minds you have to bring in later on to solve these cases. Someone like Victor Van Doom, bro. Brainiacs in this thing. Like, make this should have been like a super smart like phase, bro. Just brainiacs on this thing, bro. Not even like combat kind of guys. Yeah, you get those action scenes, but it would be so much different from the Avengers. It's mad. It's mental. No pun intended.
Do you know what? One of the maddest things is right at the end of the movie, it says, Kang will return. And the reason it hurt me, because I'm here like, yo, this should have been a Kang movie, and then you gave it the Kang. I don't know who they disrespected more by doing that, Ant-Man or Kang. Because at the end of Ant-Man 3, you're not putting Ant-Man will return. Yeah. You're putting Kang will return. Yeah. So why did Kang not win?
That would go with your theory. That's also him getting squashed.
Exactly. Like, bruv, it's like someone in there was trying really hard to make it happen, and other people were like, no, stop that. No, don't make it good. Don't make it good. No, we don't want it to be great.
Just why?
That's how it felt. That's what this movie felt like. So, very upsetting.
Super upsetting. Now you brought it up, I wanted that probability thing half the movie, because I feel like all the other movies at least been like some kind of heist movie. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine that, bro?
The probabilities in the heist. These are all the like, imagine that 100 of them Ant-Man all going to save Cassie differently, and Kang almost being the same through all of them, like, and being like, oh, there is only one real, like,
yes.
you just described the book. That's the comic book.
Because that's what would have to happen. Because what would happen. It's not rockets. Like, I don't need to read the comic book to know that you should have been doing that.
You've got the comic book,
but
so why do you...
read it?
Yeah, bro.
Actually, we are comic book accurate, you know.
You, man, relax, bro.
Blows my mind.
Yeah, bro, it's wild, man.
I don't know what happened there, but...
It's wild.
Tough.
You, man, are killing my score on this, you know.
What do you mean?
Oh,
I feel like we just made a better movie.
Oh, we did just make a better movie, but we still got to rate this one, innit?
Oh, damn.
I came in here at a 2.5.
And right now?
I don't know, bro. I'm trying to hear what Sam's talking about. I'm trying to hear what Sam. If I keep it a buck, I'm trying to hear what Sam's talking about, bro.
Do you have to go first? Or
I don't mind going first.
Go on.
Yeah, it's whatever, really. Like, Kang, super legit. Definitely want to see Jonathan Majors return. Well, obviously, he's going to. I want to see him again. Obviously, he was legit in Loki. If you haven't seen that, go see that because he does legit then.
Just the finale, episode 6. Save yourself some time.
In fact, no, wait. Wait, 1 and 2?
1 and 2, then 6.
And then 6, yeah.
1 and 2, then 6.
Yeah, do that. And then when we record it, I did like Paul Rudd in this. He was pretty legit because he was probably the only one who was able to do comedy and be serious at the right times. I was like, so it's possible. You can do it in the movie, but we're here doing mad, mold up jokes and whatever. Like, what?
It just pulls you out of the movie so bad, bro.
Like, it's the only one that for me was pulling it off. CGI was crazy, and I don't mean that in a good way. Probability chamber was 10 minutes when it's been like an hour. Where was the heist? Where was the people from Louise? Where's Louise, man? The best parts from the previous movies were gutted.
Bruv.
What?
Can you imagine Louise telling Kang's story?
Hey!
Why isn't Louise telling the probability story?
Stop!
Hey, Scott came back and told me a crazy story.
My cousin.
No,
but he said something about Kang the Conqueror, that guy, and but there was another Kang. But he looked, and he went back in time. But what?
God, no, bro, you're killing me.
They're killing us.
Damn.
Oh man, damn. Where was that probability chamber?
Can we get an email, please?
Oh man. And I don't know how long this movie was, but this could have been easily an hour and a half of time, bro. I don't. Just felt like it dragged.
Yeah.
Pacing was crazy.
They could have 90 minutes it.
What? And I don't know why this is called Ant-Man at the Wasp, Quantumania at this point. Like, what? I know she's in the movie, but it ain't a Wasp movie at this point.
That is not.
What are we talking about here?
And that's messed up.
Co-oping the thing.
That's messed up.
I don't get it.
That's messed up.
Let's say Ant-Man Quantumania. Why is it?
That's messed up.
Or what's like? I don't.
Quantumania, bro.
Because I actually like hoping this thing.
The poster they made where it says Quantumania and it's got Ant-Man in it. You should have done it like that. You just do the Ant-Man letters a different color and Quantumania in the blue with the Ant-Man in the red inside. We're done, bro. We're done. But you, man, gotta stop this, bro. It's crazy, man. You're killing yourselves, bro.
So yeah, I'm just gonna give it a 2.
Yeah. I'm also with a 2. I miss Louise dearly. For me, like, the movie didn't really start until Kang really showed up, and the little gems that was dropped in terms of like the world, the other Kangs. But so many questions I was left with, why you been kicked up so bad? Yeah, I know you mentioned that, you've destroyed walls and stuff like that, but can you show it to me, please? I want to see that Kang. I want to see what ticks, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I want to see what kind of worlds he's been to. If he goes through time, can we please tap into some timelines? You've shown us the Pharaoh at the end. You've shown the other Kangs. That I think they showed the 3 Kangs who
banished him.
Yeah, but they also ruled the council.
Yeah. I think it was the 4 of them, and then they kicked my man out,
right?
And moving it into the 3 of them.
But you see, how do we get there? Do you know?
Oh, bro, I'm
with you. Do you know what I'm saying? The Cybernetics were 6 members. Now there's 3. Do you want to know the story? Well, subscribe and maybe one day you'll find out. Shit, I don't know. But yeah, man, it's. I wasn't mad when I left the movie. I was actually sad. I was sad because.
Yeah,
it's Kang we're talking about, man. It's Kang.
For me, I'm coming down from my 2.5 to a 2 with you, man. And for me, it's not that it's Kang. It's that it's Jonathan Majors. And that these man, listen, I hopefully it's not too late. You, man, have fumbled the bag with this movie. Because if I was Jonathan Majors, bruv, I'd be upset, man. I'd be upset because you got to bear in mind, his career's going how it's going. Very well. And he's like, let me jump on this superhero thing. Let me see what is going on. And he gets to be a villain, bruv. And in fact, it's not that he just gets to be a villain. He gets to be a villain that lets him actually stretch his acting prowess, bro. He gets to be that flamboyant, I'm dancing on a table guy in Loki. Then he gets to be that regal Kang here, and then he gets to be something over here and here. And you, man, bruv, don't mess around. Don't mess around. Don't mess around with it.
No sense.
Listen, you have to build the guy up legitly, bruv. He should be the most important character in this whole phase, bruv. I don't care what you man are talking about. Yes, bro. All of this, Tony, bringing Tony, bruv. Focus on it on Kang. Focus on Kang. Get me? That's what it's got to be, man. You got to go hard, bruv. Treat this brother right, man. We need it.
Even if they gave us like a good version of Kang.
We've got one.
We got one.
I'm saying, like,
I know it's like before man becomes, but it's but like as I'm saying, if this one, I'm guessing for me, he's still not dead. But if he comes back, we find out that he was trying to stop them man in other universes because he knows how out of control they can be. Then we had the one that died in Loki. Spoilers, my bad. Sorry you haven't watched it. It's a bit mad.
That's your fault.
We said, yeah.
I mean, it's been months. It's been months.
I know, but people. But yeah, it's like, so he was doing it in his kind of way as well, where it's like, I'll just make one timeline. So it's like, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, sometimes it's the lesser of two evils, and I'm like...
6-episode Kang series would have been hard.
Whoa.
Bro, listen, fam. These men are just skirting around the fact that they need,
fast-paced future.
100%. Bro, each episode is a different Kang. It's easy.
And you jump into Moon Knight as well.
Bro,
one episode with Moon Knight, bang. One episode of Loki, bang. One episode... Bruv.
It's light. Instead, we're getting Loki season 2, which is going to be them chasing Kang. What's that, bruv? Stop doing this, bruv. Stop giving it to them, man, and having it chase this brother and flip it. No, it's this brother with them, man, that gets us. Kang has said, bruv, he created the sacred timeline. He's been the savior for all of us, man. So let us have it from the villain's perspective, really. And that these people from across time are coming to get him.
Yeah. As soon as you said villain, I totally remember where he was.
You see?
I totally remember where he was. Sorry, it's Marvel again.
Yeah, and you do that comic crossover with you got your platform. You're doing that,
bruv.
This is the new version of crossover that you've been doing for years with comics.
And this is where I feel like I keep saying it, where DC can win, where they make villain movies.
100%.
Make them villain movies. They almost had it with Black Adam, almost, but you guys fumbled it a bit. It's a bit mad. But you still got Joker. There was another villain movie. Am I just making it up?
No, there was the show, the Arkham series, that's supposed to be coming at the HBO thing.
Penguin.
Yeah. The Penguin series.
You've got the one with John Cena. They're not really heroes.
See, Suicide Squad. So yeah, see, go with the villains, bruv. Like,
it's not even that Marvel got gold. It's just the one villain. Like in each phase, they only have to build up one villain to be crazy. The rest of them can be villain of the weeks. That's like good villain of the weeks, not like 4-2, but good villain of the weeks. Do you know what I'm saying?
Who was that villain?
But what they're gonna do instead is they're just gonna have Jonathan Majors through featuring in everyone else's stuff, drag us through this phase. That's what I'm seeing. Because in the end of Loki's there, they've got Loki in here, so we're promoting Loki season 2, and then Loki season 2 is going to be chasing him, and then Ant-Man's got him, and then someone else is going to have an issue that leads back to Kang, and then Kang's going to be the answer to everything, but Kang didn't get the respect to have his own series or his own movie, and Jonathan Majors, bro, email them or email us, and we can email them all together, man. Get me?
Mad thing, sad thing.
Crazy.
Well, comments down below.
I want to know, because I know someone in there is trying to cook us.
Every day, keyboard warrior there. It's alright though. Guys, let us know in the comments down below. What's your score for Ant-Man? Sorry, I keep getting this title wrong. Quantumania. I ain't calling that title that they so-called call it. It's a bit mad still. And what do you think? Who's your favourite character? Kang, Cassie, Scott Lang, Hank Pym, Hope. I totally forgot about her. And there's Janet. Even Bill Murray. What was he doing in this movie? MODOK. Supposedly Quasar, the psychic guy, was actually quite prominent in the comics. They messed man up here as well. That was mad. Hey, do you miss Louise? I ain't forgetting about that, brother. Super funny. But yeah, man, I guess we'll see you in the next review, wherever that may be. What's the next movie? Shazam?
Nah, man.
Shazam. Shazam's the next one.
No, I think it might be John Wick.
I mean, look, Creed.
Isn't
Creed. Oh, there's Creed.
Creed 3.
No, but we're getting sent to Shazam.
We're gonna go everywhere. Everywhere. But yeah, we'll see you in the next discussion. I'm Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech.
We're in your GS.
Jay! One for the Sabbaths.
Peace.